It's a difficult topic, but an important one. We're told suicides in Bexar County climbed last year as the pandemic triggered so many mental health challenges.
And the official numbers for that are not out yet, but counselors say that the stress we're all feeling has been especially hard on our kids, some whose social lives have been almost completely replaced by the internet.
And I do not want anybody else to lose their child to this nonsense.
And there are parents out there who say their kids were already struggling, but they believe one website pushed their kids over the edge and actually coached them to take their own lives.
Tonight, the News 4 troubleshooters take you inside the battle to get this site taken down. We don't take sharing this story with you lightly.
But parents, you need to know what your child has access to online. But again, we do want to warn you that what you're about to see will be difficult and maybe even what they call triggering for some of you. Here's our Emily Baucum.
Michael was a gentle soul.
In his last photo ever taken, Michael Scott is looking ahead pensively. He battled depression for years. Around Christmas, his mother says his mood took a turn.
He stopped talking as much. He would cry a little bit more. I noticed he was always on his phone. You know, and he did not have social media, okay? So it was like he was always having to checking in or something.
Ruth's a nurse from Schertz. She just worked a long overnight shift. She got home, checked on Michael, and made the worst discovery.
My only son just died.
A mother could ever make. Michael, just 27, had taken his own life.
I lived and died for that child.
The next few hours were a blur. Paramedics, police, and a pursuit for answers.
I see that bottle right there.
A mysterious bottle by the bed took Ruth on a dark journey to a dark corner of the web.
I did not know that websites existed out there that promote desperate people, even children. They promote it and they glorify killing yourself.
Her son was a member of Sanctioned Suicide. We're naming it so parents know what to look for. The website describes itself as a pro-choice forum to talk about mental illness and suicide, where you can ask questions you can't ask anywhere else. Since the troubleshooters started looking into this site, it's hopscotched around the web, but still available if you know where to look. A welcome note says, pro-choice means that we do not encourage you to do anything. And while there are recovery threads like this one saying the site saved a life, the posts from people contemplating suicide are chilling. This one's called Best Way to Hang Yourself. A commenter gave advice, then wrote, "That is how you succeed." A popular topic is SN, sodium nitrite.
Minute by minute, his symptoms as he was dying.
The same bottle by Michael's bed, a preservative for deli meat turned suicide cocktail. Ruth holds the website directly responsible for his death.
That was the gun, and sodium nitrite was the bullets.
People are dying on this every single day.
Kelly Wilson found the website open on her 18-year-old son's phone.
After he had taken his own life. The question that I have is why aren't they removing it?
The mom from Houston now leads a coalition of families across the world impacted by this website who all want it shut down. That's easier said than done because of a law called Section 230.
I think Section 230 in some ways is more powerful than the First Amendment.
It was written in 1996 when the internet was in its infancy. It means websites don't have to meet the same standards as traditional publishers like newspaper or television, explains law professor Bill Pyatt.
And the theory was that the internet was going to serve as like a bulletin board where people could post things. You don't have the right to sue somebody who creates the bulletin board for the things that other people post that are offensive.
The once obscure law is now a political flashpoint. Former President Donald Trump wanted Section 230 repealed when websites like Twitter posted editorial warnings about or removed his content instead of leaving the messages unfiltered.
So there is the concern that, well, look, if they are exercising some editorial control, taking things down, why can't they be held liable as if though they were an editor?
The 26 words of Section 230 are considered the 26 words that created the internet. That's why Wilson is calling her movement Fix the 26 to hold websites like Sanctioned Suicide accountable in court.
Because it's virtual somehow, you know, I feel like crime has become legal.
While both sides of the aisle find the law problematic, there's not much appetite in Congress to rewrite it.
I can tell you that I've spoken with many senators about this, and I get a lot of interest at first. I've had very long and lengthy conversations with them, and it's, it really, nothing happens.
Unless the laws are changed, this is going to keep going.
Ruth is still raw with grief. She sees names on the website crossed out, a signal sent out in cyberspace. The deed was done. Someone else is dead.
There has to be a line, okay? There has to be a line that you don't cross.
If you're struggling, please know help is just a phone call away. 1-800-273-8255. That's the National Suicide Prevention Hotline, and it's available anytime you need to talk. I'm News 4 troubleshooter Emily Baucum.
Wow, that is so scary. And we are committed to helping you through these hard times. And tomorrow, Emily's going to be hosting a Facebook Live with people right here in San Antonio who will show you how to get help, even in this time of social distancing, for you, somebody you know, maybe your kids. You can join the conversation. Again, that'll be tomorrow afternoon at 2 o'clock on our News 4 SA Facebook page.